logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up, I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man, we do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling, I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see.
I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm on.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Swift to start the drive.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Right back to Swift again on second down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Gone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run, this time McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Regular. Hey, 133.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Stoddard up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup and brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 2. Goff now to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hey, 133.
Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Run. King. Hey, 133.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Fly into the football. I'm telling you, there's almost a leg into the block. Every snap, another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now looking to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles up.
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right after 50. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
final play of the half. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by JeTLiFETV. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it up.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now gone. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jason Kabinda, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, McCaffrey. And some space here. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
McCaffrey looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the one on second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this complete to Mitchell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Goff throwing again. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 34 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Panthers 23, Lions 20. Jack Fox to kick off the line.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
McCaffrey running up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Lions 27, Panthers 23.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. My, oh my, 237 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground with Swift. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, once he finds wide receivers on the field as a defender, the ball's coming out. They expected it and got there and caught it free.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Goff linking up with Chark for a Lions first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A quick throw there out to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Front, the struggles continue for this offensive line. What can they do, George? The play calling?
I think part of that is changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Goff going to keep it himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst that come out of this win is a field goal and a tie game.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Loss of a yard and leads to a 3rd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and did not have their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter.